Plants vs. Zombies. One of the baseline mobile games of the 2010s. It's been 16 years since its release, and I saw it in my Steam library the other day and decided to play it, beating the whole game, from simple lawn defense to pure zomboss madness. So here's how this video will be structured. Part 1 is the gameplay, just me going over the levels and what plant formations I used. Part 2 is what I thought of it, my opinions and whatnot. And Part 3 is if I believe you should play it or not. So join me as I play Plants vs. Zombies in 2025. Also, sorry for not uploading much. I've been, busy. But let's begin the video. Level 1-1 is as basic as it gets. A single row of pea shooters is all that protects me from the beginner zombie horde. Also, I was just straight up yapping about something. Watching back, I really don't know. But hey, the astute viewers will know that something is up, you know? Yeah, I really don't know what I was talking about, so let's just skip to the normal levels. 1-4 is where my strategy for most of the rest of the game takes off. I do 2 rows of sun producers in front and some offensive plants behind. It's a normal plant lineup now, but once I get snow peas, that'll be when it really comes alive. I ended off the level with a healthy amount of sun and defense, so on to 1-5. Behold, one of the most classic game modes, Walnut Bowling. And once this level's conquered, I got my hands on one of the best plants in the entire game, the potato mine. So let's go ahead and use it on 1-6. It's so good because I can kill the first zombie for only 25 stun, instead of sacrificing a lawnmower or 100 stun for a pea shooter. I literally always took this thing with me, even up until the roof. We ended the level with the same lawn defense as 1-4, so not much else happened. But we did get a very valuable plant for our efforts, the snow pea. Oh my god, it's formulating in my head right now. Okay, watch this. This is going to be a crazy play here. It's going to be snow pea in the back. 2 rows of sunflowers. A row or 2 of pea shooters. Oh my god. Am I Gordon Ramsay? 'Cause I am cooking! And yeah, it went amazingly well. So once I got the required sun, I began my planting. Yeah, I was basically untouchable here. I kept this set up for 1-8 and 1-9, but for 1-9 I was able to use repeaters. So up they went, and boy did they work it for daddy. There wasn't really much to talk about on 1-10, but I will show the final zombie kill. Okay, watch this. Watch this, guys. This is gonna be sick as hell. Oh my god! Oh, now here's the real thing. Do I just mess around and fill the entire lawn with these things? And here we are, nighttime. Without the sun falling from the sky, it'll make sun production much harder, but it's fine. I've got the greatest plant in the game, Puff Shroom. So I used said plant and built a defense so great that none like it have come before. But then I kinda had an idea. Now here's the real question. Do I just fill up the rest of it? So that's exactly what I did. On to 2-2. On to 2-2. That's a weird thing to say. For this level, I decided to get some day plants involved, with the classic snow peas in the back, 2 rows of sun producers, and a row of pea shooters, and to top it all off, a row of puffers. And during this level, I was messing around with this little Easter egg code. Yes, the mustache! Now they have the mustaches. Now that's what I like to see. What was the other one? It was like... Future, there we go. Now they have mustaches with cool eyes, not eyes, but cool glasses on. 2-3 was just more the same, but with a few mushrooms this time. I tried to use snow peas as much as I could, and later on I used the kernel pult, anything to slow down the zombies, but yeah, nothing much else of interest happened, so let's level up. 2-4 was pretty normal, but I was able to get the fume brigade set up. Looks and vanity is what's important here, not use and viability. 2-5 was another classic minigame, Whack-A-Zombie. Similar to Walnut Bowling, it's a classic and loads of fun. Oh my god, it's the final... That's it? Me on my way to Terraria. That's so stupid. What? Me on my way to Terraria? What kind of junk is that? Wow. I really don't remember saying that. But hey, it's got stupid weird, cringe meme material, I guess. 2-6 was actually pretty easy. I only needed 2 columns of attackers and we were done. 2-7 is now where we get access to the Scaredy Shroom. Since it seeps into the ground when zombies are near, I decided to plant them in the very back row. I also kept them back there for the majority of night levels. 2 fume columns later and I completed the level. 2-8 was just kind of more of the same, just with the ice shroom in my back pocket. And now we've got the Doom. 2-9 was, again, more of the same, Scaredy in the back and Fume in the front. And for giggles, I decided to give the zombies 5 big dooms. And now we've come to 2-10, the conveyor level, and I'll just let you guys see what I did with my time. Me win, no Terraria. Dude, I was like staring at that for like so long trying to think of something to say, and that was the lamest thing I could have said. Me win, no Terraria. That is crazy. That is diabolical. Me win, no Terraria. Yeah, I really did not know what the hell was going on with me when I was playing this. But like all conveyor levels, it was quickly completed. So on we go to the pool. 3-1 and back in the delicious rays of sun. I grabbed my trusty snowy blue peas and my little potato mine. Same as World 1, I placed the mine for the first few zombies, got 2 columns of sunflowers, and began my offense. All culminating with the acquisition of the squash. I used the squash and potato mine to take out early zombies so I could save up sun for my high-cost snow peas on 3-2. I also unlocked minigames on this level. Cool. Along with the 3-peater, which I took with me on 3-3. I pretty much kept up the same strategy for the rest of the world, snow pea in back, 3-peater in front. Same with 3-4, and with the victory of 3-4, I finally got access to Crazy Dave's shop. For whatever reason, I held off on buying seed slots until I got here, so I quickly got my 7th and 8th seed slots. 3-5 in my opinion is one of the weaker conveyor levels. I'm just not a huge fan of the mini zombie quirk. But with a few pea shooters I slayed them for the second time. 3-6 was yet another typical daytime stage, so all I did was snow pea and repeater. Gosh, I love peas. Comment below if you're a real peer. 3-7 was pretty much the exact same, except I slapped down some spike weeds to defend against the zomboni. And just like that, I was finally able to obtain torchwood, so I had a basically permanent upgrade for my peas. And then 3-8 was interesting. I somehow forgot to take lily pads with me, so I had to utilize the 3-peaters and tangle kelp wisely. And somehow with this just god-awful setup, I was able to win the level, awarding me with a big ol' nut. And unfortunately 3-9 did not see use of the big ol' nut, but it did see the use of Mega Pea Torchwood. I love peeing. Peeing fire, that is. 3-10 was, just another pea-tastic level. So moving on. 4-1 has arrived, foggy as ever. I used the same strategy as World 2, Scaredy in the back and Puff/Fume Shrooms in the front. I also used the same strategy for 4-2. 4-3 saw some changes with the introduction of balloon zombies. All I did was put cactus in the back so those pesky balloons would plummet to the ground when popped. 4-4 followed in the same way. I also bought the twin sunflower, hoping it would help me out once I got to the roof. And 4-5 Vase Breaker has arrived. The minigames in Plants vs. Zombies are such classics. I was easily able to outplant the zombies and claim my prize. Also, I noticed this while writing the script. 4-5 is the only minigame level where the level itself changes, because the pool just completely disappears. 4-6 had some changes with split peas just to defend against the minor zombies, but you guessed it, Scaredy Shroom still sits in the back. 4-7 had some changes, but still had similarities to previous levels. Same with 4-8, but I added in some star fruits just for fun. In 4-9, I went back to the cactus, but kept them in the front lines this time. I actually didn't really need them since I brought the blower plant. But the past is the past, so let's go to the future, starting with 4-10. I'm not even gonna lie, because of the darkness in this level, I really don't want to show much. So here's just what my final lawn looked like at the end. Cool. 5-1 was pretty simple, all I needed was 2 rows of cabbage pulse. I messed around a bit and placed a row of chompers to deal with closer threats, and just like that, we were rewarded with the flower pot. And I did the exact same thing on 5-2, plus the addition of big ol' nuts. On 5-3 I just spammed cabbage and corn. Life is good. I got the coffee bean from beating the level, but I'll be honest, I only really used it to wake up the magnet shroom on 5-4. Other than that, it was a pretty easy level. I was rewarded with access to the Zen Garden, but I'll be honest, I won't spend any time here at all. If this video does well, I'll make a part 2 where I complete every minigame as well as filling up the garden. So if you want it, like the video and comment below. 5-5 was yet another conveyor level, this one with chompers galore. I hope they're eating well. 5-6 was spent just spamming more polter plants. Honestly, every level is pretty much the same on the roof, given that you pretty much can't use anything other than these two. And wouldn't you know it, 5-7 was also the exact same. Next. I was feeling kinda daring on 5-8, so I took 3-peaters with me. I wanted to spice up this level, so I planted them right there in the front lines. And I won't lie, this was probably one of the most interesting levels in the whole world, just because I put the peas. Rewarding me with the melon pult, and you better believe I used it on 5-9. I wanted the first plants to be the melons, so I took the potato mine to get rid of early zombies. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The potato mine is one of the best plants in the game. Once I got enough melons, I began planting corn to get possible stuns on the undead. Wowzers, this is such a W defense. And with that, I completed the level. Only one level lies between me and victory. 5-10. I was toe-to-toe with Dr. Zomboss, literally. The only thing to do is just plant as many polters as I can and save the fire and ice plants for when I need them. And with just a few minutes past, I was able to whittle his health down low enough to where I could take him out with a jalapeno. And just like that, I've beaten Plants vs. Zombies in 2025. And now we've come to my thoughts, starting with World 1. In my opinion, this is by far the best world. It has the right amount of tutorial and difficulty that I like, along with giving you progressively more powerful plants. The upgrade from pea shooter to snow pea and finally to repeater is one of my favorite upgrades in the whole game. I also like World 1 the most because it gives you the amazing potato mine. Walnut bowling is also my favorite minigame, so it's pretty obvious that I'm just biased to World 1. So let's move on to World 2. I have pretty much the same thoughts as World 1, from Puff Shroom to Scaredy and Fume, and the Puff Shroom's 0 sun cost easily makes it the best plant in the game. I will have to say though that I'm not a huge fan of the Hypno Shroom. It's a pretty situational plant that doesn't really need to be there. So I'll put its rank below World 1. I still like the world, but just not as much. I like World 3 a little more than 2. The upgrade to 3-peater and Torchwood is also amazing. I remember when I played this years ago that I'd get so scared seeing the Dolphin Rider zombies and always get nostalgic taking them down with the Tangle Kelp. The minigame here I'm not a big fan of. I definitely think it's one of the lesser games here. I don't have much else to say really about the rest of the pool, so let's move on to World 4. And I think by far this is the weakest world. The only plants I really don't mind here are the cactus and magnet shroom. And the magnet shroom in my opinion should have swapped places with the doom shroom. The fog's annoying, the plants are mid at best, and I won't forget about the god-awful final level in the dark. It feels like it's only like that to add in artificial difficulty. So yeah, World 4 goes at the very bottom. And now we reach World 5, the roof. And I'll be honest, I really like the plants here. Well, some of them. All 3 polter plants are good, and the coffee bean is great for waking up mushrooms during the day. But then there's the marigold and garlic. I just really don't care for these things. You might use them maybe once or twice, but rarely need them. I mean, you'll probably only use it when Crazy Dave picks it for you on the second go around. And let's not forget about the flower pot. Sure, it's great for this world, but it's literally useless in every other one. But you know, I love the Zomboss fight. I only wish the roof was flat so the conveyor could give every plant in the game, so it would kind of feel like every plant you've gathered stands with you until the end. But what do I know? Well, this is a little bit of a complicated answer. On Steam, no, I don't really think you should. It hasn't been updated in years and the resolution gets auto set to like 480p or something. If you want to play, which I do recommend, I would urge you to play on mobile. It's in HD and that's the main reason it should be played over the Steam version. But both are good. So yes, you should play Plants vs. Zombies. Well, that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed, be sure to let me know down below by liking and commenting. And if you have any other games you want me to play in this kind of video format, also let me know as well. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.